Hey there, welcome to my office and to another Chancery Chatter newsletter. I know it has been a while since the last newsletter. You've probably been anxiously checking your email each morning, wondering when it will arrive, and here it finally is. You're welcome. Since the last newsletter, I've been on the road a lot, traveling to visit people both inside our diocese and beyond, including one of my favorite trips of the whole year, which is when I travel to visit students who are from our diocese but are attending college elsewhere. So I think I went to 7 different campuses, and it looks different at each school. Sometimes, there might be a big gathering of students. Sometimes it's only one person over a cup of coffee. But it just depends on the Catholic life at that campus and how many students we actually have from our diocese that are there. One of the things that really stuck out to me this year was when I would bring students together and they'd never met, but they're both from our diocese, and so when they introduce each other and they say something like, "I'm from Ness City," that actually meant something to the other person because they know where Ness City is. Whereas, many of our students, especially the further east they are, they quickly get into this mode while they're at college to introducing themselves to people by saying, "I'm so-and-so from west of Wichita or west of Salina." Because if they're any more exact than that, the student that they're meeting, it doesn't compute. They can't really imagine anything west of Wichita. And so they just have to get used to using kind of this bland, general west half of Kansas introduction. So it's very cool to see them meet one another and recognize oh, I actually know where you're from. It means something to both of them. So that was a great gift for me to watch, among many other things that were just really, really delightful on that trip. The conversations with some of these students, the encounters, and seeing the way that they share with one another, and also even share with one another across school lines. I would go visit one student and they would text their friend at the next school that I would be at, say "Hey, Gentry's on his way, make sure you see him when he comes." And so I guess what I'm saying is I'm really thankful for that trip and really thankful for this job, which has me going out and meeting college students and hopefully in some way drawing them closer to the Lord and closer to each other in that pursuit. 2 other things that just recently happened would be this Catechist Formation Day thing. I don't know if that's what Jackie actually called it, but that's what I'm calling it. Jackie Brown in Great Bend hosted this day for all of her catechists to come and to become more familiar with one another and with her vision for catechesis at the parish. And she invited Emma and I just to speak a little bit and to guide sort of this adoration hour. So Emma and I were only there to help with little bits and pieces, but we really enjoyed it and we're glad that she invited us. And I just think it was really well done. So if your parish would be interested in doing something like that, Jackie would be a great resource in terms of how to organize it and how to invite people to come and all of that. And then Emma and I, of course, would be glad to come and help out in whatever way we can. And the golf tournament happened, which looked like this. Looking ahead, the middle school youth rally is coming up. It'll be here on November 6th in Dodge City. And that's for grades 6th, 7th, and 8th. So if you have a student who is that age, or if you help with a youth group or something, PSR class, anything that pertains to that age group, I'd encourage you to check out the information in the newsletter or on our website and to sign up for that as soon as possible. So the last thing is that the trivia question for this newsletter is probably a little trickier than normal. It's not actually a whole picture of a parish building. Instead, it's just a picture of a piece of the inside of the building. And there are a lot of interesting pieces inside of that particular building. So I'm going to give you at least one more hint here. So if you watch the video, you have a leg up on the competition. This first person to reply to me with the name of the parish, t-shirt, or some other prize will be coming your way.